Did Michael tell you guys how we were the biggest assholes ever?
What does that mean?
What have you done?
In
What have
what
you done?
scenario?
Oh, hang
Michael,
on.
you say what does that mean? I'm talking about the Fall Guy incident of 2020.
Okay, first of all, that was you.
Mm,
Second of all,
mhm.
I've never done a thing in my life.
Was,
A thing?
was
You
this
never done
against?
anything?
Yeah, like a thing where someone's like, "This guy's a jerk." So
Was this against Meg or Jackie, or just
Okay.
random people? Both. Got
So
it.
this involved, the game Fall Guys. It's the takeout crew. So it's Michael, myself, Meg, Jackie.
Yep.
Michael, Meg, and myself, we're playing season 2, medieval themed, right? One of the
Yeah.
game modes called Wall Guys. It's a bunch of boxes and stuff like that you have to kind of like move around so you can climb on top of them, and then from there jump over to the wall, and then climb over the wall, and then keep going. And
Interesting.
obviously with like, a shit ton of like other players, you're pushing each other, you're falling into each other, everyone's in your way. We're playing with Meg, and Meg goes, "Hey, did you guys know that as the round moves on, there's gears on the side of the wall, and the walls very slowly start moving down?"
what it
Michael
was?
and I,
Okay.
Well, no, hang on.
Mhm.
What it was somebody said that to me, and I went, I don't know if this is true, but this is what this person is telling me.
Mhm.
And then Meg looked it up, and she was like, "Holy shit, he's right. That's what happens." So like we all learned together at the same time.
Yeah.
That
And
was
together
the
at the same
scenario.
time, we're very
Because
skeptical.
The game is very the grab mechanics are dog shit. Usually you just grab people and throw them. But this is the
Mhm.
very first game where like you have to climb. You have to grab and climb.
You have to use that hanging climbing
It
mechanic.
works terribly. And I was saying, I think what prompted this person to tell me this, I was saying, is there's varying sizes in the stacks. And I was like, man, it's crazy. Like sometimes I get to the end and you have to be on the highest platform to get over the final wall. Like you have to be able to reach it. But I swear, sometimes I'm on the second highest platform
Mhm.
and I make it. And then like, cause I said that because I got to the very end and I was on the second highest platform and it's like, this is impossible. No doubt, no question. It's impossible to make it from the second highest platform. But I know I've done it before. And then someone was like, oh, they lower over time. That's why. And we were like, what?
We're like, "What? This is crazy." And I think actually like Michael, we were playing a separate time together. That came up, and then we all played together. Then I think Meg brought it up, and then that's when we were like, "Oh yeah,
maybe.
we kind of talked about that
Possible.
already." But then we're like, "Oh shit, that's crazy." We're all like a little skeptical. We're like, "Oh my god, that's crazy!" Like it actually does. We like looked at it. A couple hours go by, or like an hour or so goes by. Jackie joins us. Right? We're playing. We're having fun. We get to that level. Meg goes, "Hey Jackie, did you know that the walls slowly go down?" Little bit of a beat there. Jackie goes, "I don't believe you." And then instantly I dogpiled on that. I went, "Meg, good try. You almost got her." And then Michael,
Oh, no.
already running past me, just dogpiling even more so onto the joke. Or just like, Meg, what were you saying, Michael, after that?
I do. It was just, yeah, it was a thing where there was that pause and Jackie said something. She was like, yeah, okay. And even though we're both in our houses and we can't see each other, it's like Alfredo and I went like this. And we both looked at each other and they were like, she's not buying it. And then, yeah, I was just like, dude, Jackie, she was so excited to get you. She was like, I'm going to tell Jackie that the wall's lower. Jackie's going to believe it. And Meg's just going, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. I
like,
hate
really?
you. I
You
hate
do?
you guys. You are assholes. And we're like, look, Meg, you didn't get her. Okay. It's fine. Like, it was really funny, dude. It was really funny. And then we were like, listen, what happened? Jackie, what happened was we told Meg and we fooled her. And so then when she found out, she was like, oh, you guys got me. I'm going to get Jackie later.
Yeah.
This continued for about 35 minutes.
Whoa.
Dude, it
It's
was
like
like-
Among Us has bled into every other
No.
game.
Well, what happened, what kept happening is like we were being so overt and Meg just going, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying. And every now and then Jackie would go, nah, you're not going to get me, Meg. And we would just keep laughing and then Fredo would go, nope, can't get her. Meg, you can't get her. Like we just kept playing. It was so bad.
We kept saying shit like, "Don't worry, we've got your back." You know what I mean? And then we just kept piling onto it and saying things just like, look, you got to understand, Meg has been waiting for an hour and a half to try and get you with this. She's really salty about it right now. Like, this was everything for her. You know, she was telling us when we got her how anybody can get got, and then she tried to get you, and it just didn't happen. Like, obviously, you're smarter than that. You saw past it, and then it was just Meg was just like,
it went on,
dude,
right? And it was like we were becoming more overt with it as time went on. Like, clearly, just digging at Meg. We're like, Meg, honestly, Meg, I can't believe you. I can't believe you would even try something like that. I thought we were friends, and we just kept doing it. And slowly, at some point, it got to the point where then we just started like talking about how we made it up, right? Or like how it is true. I don't remember the exact verbiage, but it was finally like, okay, the joke is settling.
yeah,
Everyone's in on it. It's fine. And like at one point I went, Meg, I can't believe that worked. Like, I can't believe that we successfully like threw you under the bus like that. And Meg's talking back to us.
At one point, we were just like, look, all right, she may know now, but we still won. Like, we said like pretty much that along the line.
We broke the fourth wall to be like, it was fun while it lasted, blah, 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 blah. And Meg's like, you guys are assholes, da, 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 da. And then she makes some kind of comment and she was like, no joke, you guys are doing that. And I was like, I was looking up articles to send to Jackie to like prove that I wasn't lying. And then there was another beat and Jackie goes, yeah, what are you going to send me? Like an Onion article? And Alfredo and Alfredo and I went, oh my God, she still believes it. And Meg goes,
like, oh
wait,
my.
Meg's like, wait, what? You still don't believe me? And we just dove right back into it for like
So Jackie
it
said
just
that.
started all over again.
Dude, Meg was like, you don't believe me? And I was like, look here, hon. I was like, look here. Meg tried to get you, but not only did you not get got, you cut her off at the pass. Like, you're way ahead of the game right here. And then it was just, we just kept going
The whole
over and
ordeal,
over.
it had to be like 40 minutes without exaggeration.
So it was,
Meg just kept screaming, gaslighting. You're gaslighting. This is gaslighting.
Because Michael, I had one of my friends like chop it down just for our own amusement so we can go back and watch Gaslighting the movie. It was an hour and a half long.
Oh my goodness.
It was an hour and a half of Meg just like, they're lying. It does go down, Jackie, look. And we're just like, Meg, this is desperate. We just got, let's get past this.
And we just kept playing the game. This is like, as we just kept playing. It's not like we stopped. We're just like playing new levels and it just kept getting brought up. And then finally at one point we just kept talking or whatever. And Jackie was like, fuck you guys. and we're like, what? We're out here, we're trying to protect you. And she's just like, Meg, I'm really sorry. I don't know why I believe them. It was like she just started apologizing to Meg, and then it was then shortly after at one point I decided to switch sides, and I just went, I can't believe Alfredo did that to you. And then I was talking about how I go, look, he tricked me. That's all I can say. Alfredo tricked me. I go, I'm willing to come clean. I'm like the guy that I will go and admit to everything, but I'm granted immunity. That man did it. Alfredo Diaz. He was the one who did this.
And Meg was upset and Jackie was a little upset too. So I just kept sitting there. I was like, look, okay, if there's anything to take from this, is don't blame Michael, okay? All right? Like, this was me. I did this, all right? And they're like, no. And Jackie's like, no, Michael's to blame too. I'm like, no. You don't understand. I masterminded this whole entire plan. Like, there's any takeaway, leave that man alone. Leave him out of it.
The crazy thing about it was like, it was so in depth and it went on so long. And it was something that just happened. It literally started with Meg going, oh, hey, here's this thing we learned. And Jackie went, I don't believe that. And Alfredo and I went, well, that's our night. Here we go. And it's all, like you said, it's because of the lying games and just like the terrible people we are.
Dude,
there's no reason for it.
At one point, we were just sitting there telling Jackie, it's like, we got your back. We'll protect you. And we're just laughing our asses off. And then Michael just goes, we should be cult leaders.
I did say
that's pretty bad. That's pretty awful. But while you guys were doing this, while this whole thing was going on between the four of you, I was streaming Fall Guys with Chilled, Cole, and David, and we were all streaming it together, and someone comes into our chat and goes, "Hey, did you guys know that the wall's lower on Wall Guys?" And I read it in my chat. I was like, "Oh, Chilled, did you know that the walls in Wall Guys apparently they lower as the thing goes on?" And Chilled and Cole, and they're like, "Oh, really? That's cool." And I read the chat more and I go, "Oh no, apparently Meg made that up."
Oh, man.
Because in my chat they started saying that, and I was like, I guess that's just something Meg made up.
Oh God, we're
Okay,
monsters.
all right, and we went on the rest of the night. It didn't come up that much again after that, but I was like, I went
That
on the
makes
rest of the
it
night going,
even
the walls
better.
don't lower. The chat just told me that Meg made that up. It was a lie.
Dude, I can't believe
Because
you
I
guys
said
too.
in my chat.
That's like
I
collecting
said
a royalty check. It's like we put out the album.
Yeah.
You thought it was
But
over.
we're still getting a little bit of something.
And I
Planted the
because
seed,
I
you
said-
harvested it, and great.
Oh, yeah, the big tree blossom. But I said in the chat because people were like, "Nah, Meg made that up. That wasn't true." And I was like, "Okay, I can believe that because Meg was the one saying that different suits made you act differently or something." She was
Yeah,
like,
her and
this
Jackie
one's
agreed on that one. Yeah,
it was like the
they're-
top heavy thing, and I'm like, well, that's clearly not correct. So this probably isn't a thing either. And so
Yeah.
I read a few things from the chat and went, that's not real. Meg
Yeah.
made it up. So
Our bad.
Michael and Alfredo through chat people also got me and Chilled and Cole. We all
Like a
thought Meg was
virus.
lying.
like a virus,
Like,
dude.
we
That
all-
furthers
oh.
the cult thing I said.
What is that finale in Fall Guys with the spinning one?
Jump Showdown.
Jump Showdown, right? Where you have the bottom bar spinning and the big fat top bar on the top half that's slowly going around. One of Jackie's outfits was the milkshake, and the milk, you have the big thick milkshake, and it has a little straw that comes up. So she's jumping, and Michael and I are both out. We're watching. She's jumping, and she's like, "Oh my God, I feel like I'm hitting the top." And then we just dogpiled onto that. And we're just like, yeah, it's because the straw is touching the top part.
I was like, well, yeah, you
Yeah,
got
you're
the long
strong, man. You're
straw.
extra
And
tall,
she
you
just
know.
goes, and Jackie's so great. She'll go, "What? No, you're lying. Really? No." What? She's so good at that.
Because of what you've
She's
done to
so
her.
good at
It's because of
No,
you.
that's not true. Is that true?
Her whole life
can't
is like an onion
believe
article.
anything.
Is this real or not? There's enough reality here that I can believe
Listen,
it.
she's the one believing about costume physics, and half the time I'll say something like that, it's referencing something Jackie said. I'll just bring back something she said earlier, and then she'll go, "Is that true?" And I was like, well, again, with the whole just float thing, where I'm like, and not that she said that, you said that, but it was in reference to her. She just gets, and it's kind of back to what Trevor says. She gets so into it. There's like a long time ago, very early playing in the game, we were doing Hex, and I think everyone was dead except for me. So she was watching me play, and I ran out of blocks. Like I didn't suddenly die; I just knew I was gonna lose, and I was like, "I'm out. I got no tiles left." And she's like, "No, don't give up." And I was like, I have no tiles left, Jackie. I'm 3, 2. She's like, no, don't quit. Don't quit. And I was like, "I'm not quitting. There's no time." And I've fallen. and that Alfredo goes, "Just float." Michael, just float. And I was just like, I appreciate your tenacity.
Yeah.
But I'm not throwing in the towel. I have no tiles left to stand on. And she's like, "Don't you fucking quit on me." You can win this whole
the
thing.
investment. Like there's times where like I'll tune into Fredo's thing and I'll
She's
just hear
born to be a
Jackie from the other room
coach.
yelling in. Like I love
Yeah.
it. It's
She's
just
born
so
to
fun
be. She's
me.
born to be a coach, man.
Yeah.
God, we did that. We did another thing too, where Alfredo kept pretending to end his stream one night
no.
while we were still playing.
That was
And,
a mistake.
and he
That was
was-
a mistake.
and he was losing viewers every time he did it.
Massive amounts of viewers. They sign
Yeah,
off. If
so
someone knows
the
the game,
whole-
they sign off.
Yeah, no, because the whole thing was like something would happen in game, maybe during a conversation, or it would seem like a little bit of a wind down of a topic, or the game, like we'd get kicked down and be like, "All right, well, that's it. I'll catch you guys later." And I'd like hit my button and like, logo pops up and its
The end
stream is
screen or
ending.
whatever. Yeah.
And then we would just sit there quietly. And then after like 10 seconds, we're like, "You think they bought it?" And then we would just bring the camera
Yeah.
back up and keep playing.
My favorite one, you did it like once or twice. My favorite one, then it became a joke. He just kept doing it. My favorite one was like, you killed it, and it's like stream is ending. It says it came back, and you were like, you're touching the camera, and you went, did you just get baited?
Yeah.
And like every time you did it, you lost more viewers because people saw you
I
ended the
lose
stream.
hundreds at a time.
So-
People
so
just
finally-
get baited into leaving.
Finally, we stopped playing for real, and Jackie was like, "All right, I'm out." Boom, and like immediately left because her and Alfredo were gonna get food.
Yep.
And so Alfredo and I were just like dicking around, and we just kept doing it. We're like, "All right, seriously though, we'll see you." And then we waited like 30 seconds at one point, came back, we just kept doing it, and then finally you hear in the background Jackie go, "End the stream," because like she walked into the next room and saw Alfredo still doing it.
That's so
And
good. Though.
Alfredo texted me. He was like, "Yo, she wants food. I got it." She's like, "And the
One
stream.
more.
We're going to
One
get
more."
food." God, I love.
Now you got
playing
people that you should just
I love
stream your
that.
end screen and then that's just people just watch that because you might pop back.